with the image of construction taking place at the White House with the what we knew as a $250 million ballroom for the White House. Now, the latest numbers have gone up, according to the president, saying that it may cost roughly about $300 million. His critics have said that it is hard to watch that while there are millions of Americans waiting to see when their next paycheck is going to be coming because of the government shutdown. The president continues to say that this is not money that is coming from the federal government, but this is money that is paid by him and what he calls his friends. As we look at the White House right now, and Sarah, I know we have video also that shows the White House demolition that is taking place right now, which we know over the weekend, according to reports, the East Wing should be demolished as they are looking to build this mega ballroom that's going to take place. We have a soundbite, or at least some interviews in which responses, I should say, if I slow it down, from the president. He was asked some questions about the ballroom yesterday. Let's listen to what he has to say, and then I'll share some other new information that we're getting about the construction.
Jeff?
Sir, just changing this topic slightly, I see you've got the
Yeah.
model of the White House and the ballroom. Many people were surprised the entire East Wing is being demolished because you had said initially that the ballroom would just touch or would not.
Well,
touch
certain
it.
areas
What
are being
happened?
certain areas are being left. We determined that after really a tremendous amount of study with some of the best architects in the world, we determined that really knocking it down, trying to use a little section. You know, the East Wing was not much. There was not much left from the original. It was over the course of 100 years, it was changed, the columns were removed, and it was a much different building. Then a story was added on in 1948, 1949. There was a story added on, which was not particularly nice. And the building was very, very much changed from what it was originally. It was never thought of as being much. It was a very small building. And rather than allowing that to hurt a very expensive, beautiful building that, frankly, they've been after for years. You have that. I brought these along so people could see, but it's, you know, there's a relative, nobody's actually seen anything quite like it. I think it'll be one of the great ballrooms anywhere in the world. It's about $300 million. It's set to do many, many things, including meetings of foreign leaders, including the honoring of foreign leaders. You can see this. This is a plan. If it's got tables so that you honor a foreign leader, we have a proper space. Right now, we have a space that with tables holds about 79 people. And this is a proper kind of a thing. Now, what the White House was doing, as you know, is they were putting tents out on the lawn. This is an interior shot of the ballroom. I think there'll be nothing like it. And it's being paid for 100% by me and some friends of mine, donors to it. The government's paying absolutely nothing. We're also working with the military on it because they want to make sure everything's perfect, and the military is very much involved in this. They want to make sure everything is absolutely beautiful. You can see the kind of interiors that we're talking about. That's an interior of the ballroom, and it's the highest level. And you see it goes beautifully with the White House. I mean, the mix is beautiful. So over the years, many presidents have made changes. This obviously would be the biggest change, but this was something they've wanted for at least 150 years. Many of you have gone to the events where they had, as an example, President Xi, or they had, you know, a leader of one of the countries, including the King and the Queen from your favorite country.
Absolutely.
Frankly. But where they'd be honored, and they'd be in a tent out on the lawn, and it would rain, and it was a disaster. Brian's shaking his head. You know what I'm talking about. And so I thought I'd bring this out because this is going to be probably the finest ballroom ever built, and we're doing it no cost to the country. It's being put, the money is being put in by me and donors, very great patriots actually, and the spirit on the building of it is amazing. We are using little sections of footings and various other things, but that's sort of irrelevant. In order to do it properly, we had to take down the existing structure. The way it was shown, it looked like we were touching the White House. We don't touch the White House. That's a bridge, a glass bridge, going from the White House to the ballroom. then you get into the lobby of the ballroom, and then you go into the magnificent, the main room. And it's something that has gotten incredible reviews.
And just quickly following up on that, sir. I just want a quick follow up on that question. Your response to people who say that you haven't been transparent enough about this.
I haven't been transparent?
That some of your critics
Really?
feel it's
I've
just done for a
I've
review.
shown this to everybody that would listen. Third-rate reporters didn't see it because they didn't look. You're a third-rate reporter, always have been. So third-rate reporters didn't look, but anybody that asked, these pictures have been in newspapers. They've been all over the place, and we're very proud of it. It's gotten great reviews.
And that was the president talking about the latest updates, particularly with a price hike, it appears, on the ballroom, in which he says he and his friends are paying for. There are some reports that are getting a little bit of insight in who those, quote, friends could be. We don't know fully who all is paying for the construction there, but we do know that as part of the payment of all of this is YouTube's settlement with the president is helping to pay for the White House demolition and this ballroom. And so if you remember, the president had filed a lawsuit against the parent company Alphabet. That was during the time in which there was a lot of conversation and things that took place, particularly following January 6, 2021, with the riot that happened on the Capitol, in which a lot of different social media, etc., they took the president off of their platforms. Well, there was a legal settlement that was reached between Trump and Alphabet, which owns YouTube. And what has now been reported is that a part of that settlement, Alphabet would contribute $22 million towards the White House construction plans. So that's a little bit of insight into how some of this is being paid for. Again, we don't know the full scope of all of where that money is coming from, but that is a part of it that is currently being reported.